Hello and welcome. My name is Carsten Lützen. I'm a professional coach and facilitator. Today I will talk about why it's important to be the author, not the hero, when we facilitate. Because every workshop, every transformation, and every coaching conversation, they have a narrative arc, whether we design it or not. And it's the same with software architecture. There is always a narrative arc and there's always software architecture. The question is, are we aware of it? And have we made conscious decisions to actually shape it in the way we want? There is a big model called Hero's Journey, which contains 12 steps and was made by Campbell. That's maybe a bit too detailed to what I'm using when I facilitate. So I have boiled it down into something much more concrete for me at least. And it contains these 3 or 4 steps depending on how we count. So, for instance, if we are going to help a team in an agile transformation, then the ordinary world is, where is it that we are right now? What is it that we're dealing with? How is the situation? Also a bit, what are the problems? And then some call comes to us. So some request to change, that can be management, it can be a dysfunction that we in our own team have observed and noticed. So this call puts us in motion, puts us on the path. So for instance, in a workshop agenda, we shouldn't forget the ordinary world. It has probably served us well. So take some time, just reconnect with that. And then what is this call? Is it a senior stakeholder coming in? Is it something that we observed in a retrospective or in another workshop? What is this call to make us moving? Why should we care? Why should we move? Because this is where we make that foundation, and that will be very important when we get to the ordeal. So that is where the messy hard work is. And this is where it's uncomfortable. So this is where some people tend to rush through. But this is where we need to really spend a lot of time and make sure that we have covered everything and that we have really spent time to internalize it. What is it that we let go of? What is it that we bring back with us? What is it that we pick up along the way? So this is where I spend 80-90% of time and effort in a workshop. That is the ordeal. And it's not always fun, it's not comfortable, and that's exactly how it should be. So examples here are that if we interview people, if we interview stakeholders that are impacted by this transformation, and we start to map what is it that they like, what is it that they don't like, what is it that they would like to see from our team, what are the hard truths that they feel about how collaboration is currently flowing. And that is not always fun to hear, right? Because that's also things that we should change as a team. When we have that, again, as I said, what is it that we bring back? Bring back can either be to the village where we started, but the return can also be to a new status quo. So what is that we bring from the ordeal? What gift is it that this workshop gives the team? And this is where we need to be quite clear as well, because that helps the team members and the participants understand what was the value outcome of this workshop. And when we design it like this, it's not that I call out on the agenda, this is the ordeal, this is the return. This is just something that I have in the back of my mind to make sure that we cover these bases. Because as human beings, we absolutely love stories. That is how we communicate knowledge. So let's use that when we facilitate. I'm super curious how you have used Hero's Journey or similar frameworks when you facilitate workshops. So please share, that would be awesome. And that's it. If you have comments, questions, ideas, or feedback to these videos, please leave a comment or send me a message. That would be awesome. Have a super awesome day.